Plaintiff Catherine Hart says she moved in with the defendant and her husband when she needed a place to stay. And that's when she realized they were thieves with lengthy criminal records. And she has their records in court today. Catherine's suing because she claims the defendants are withholding her property. Defendants Roxanne Nick and her husband Robert say Catherine is nothing but a drug dealer who gets pain pills prescribed for fake illnesses and then sells them. Roxanne insists they've been trying to return Catherine's property and she refuses to take it. And they're countersuing for unpaid rent.
Let's start with you.
My daughter had introduced me to them a few years back. I thought they were good people. And I needed a place to stay. The environment I was in was horrible. And with my health, I had to go somewhere. Roxanne, I seen her and Robert. I told her my situation. You can come and stay with us. You don't have to pay rent. Just help us with food. And I did that. She kept calling me because their finances was rough. And I told her out of the kindness of my heart, I would give them $100 to help them out.
How was it living there with them? What was it like?
Well, it was clean, but they are thieves. They're pushers. She had told me that she was dating some guy that did meth, and she was doing meth when he was in jail.
All right, I think they call them dealers now.
Exactly.
That's a 70s term.
Yeah, that's a 70s term, pushers.
I had taken them to Kmart, for instance. They both went into the store. Roxanne comes out and says, well, they caught Robert trying to steal a pair of sandals for me, and I told him not to. I'd pay for it. And I have got, I mean, I have got...
You must give him enough bill money if he had to steal sandals,
Well, Your
man.
Honor, it's like this. I do not owe rent. I did that out of kindness
I get that part. I get that. I was just making an observation.
She bugged me all day because she knew I was getting my Social Security check. I couldn't even pay my whole van payment because I was going to help them.
What about the money you sell your Percocets with?
Anyway, what about your money you sold pills for?
I don't get them prescribed.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Your fake
anyway,
illnesses.
they was also doing, they have to do urine tests because of what they've been through. I've got...
Yeah, but she said you were buying Percocets from your pusher.
She gets
I get them. The doctor ain't writing them no more because at Eskenazi, you are such a drug person, Roxanne. Don't sit there and lie.
I get drug tested through CPS.
Can I give you this honor?
Yes, ma'am. You say you have to go to the pusher because the doctor won't write you anymore?
Right, because at Eskenazi, where I go, they try to get the patients to go to the pain clinic, and I've got dates to start in November. Would you shut up and let me speak? You'll have your turn.
Yes.
That's your problem.
Go ahead, drug dealer.
Oh, really? Yeah. What about just a boxing strip?
I do take Suboxone through my CPS.
Anyway.
All y'all pushers.
I
pushing,
went and told her on the 27th of September that I was moving out in a week. And I thought,
he's a thief?
Look at the record, Your Honor.
That's why I'm saying that.
I've got probably 3 books up there.
Like 20.
Would you stop and let
me speak? Out with a can opener and a 12-pack of pop.
Yeah, because of you, and you thought it was funny.
I made you steal?
Don't lie.
I made you steal?
You are such a thief. It's all up there.
I
don't want to talk to them, Your Honor.
That's enough. That's enough.
I need to talk and get my story out.
What other background you want to give me before I get background from them, and then I'll come back to you with your property?
Like I said, the Kmart deal, that happened. And I had talked to them all day. We got on a subject, and I told them, you know, you guys need to quit your stealing. I'm not going to take you to another store in my van if it continues, okay? Because I had a van.
That's just stop while you're ahead, ma'am, because you keep saying things to implicate yourself, ma'am. Now you're telling me you were driving the getaway van.
I am away, and let me tell you, this lady is very violent.
Buying Percocets from the pushers because your doctor won't write you any more prescriptions. You're driving the getaway van when they go stealing.
Yeah, they've got part of my property, too, and on this
All right, we'll get to that. That's
okay.
what you're suing for. But let me have some background from you all and let them speak, ma'am. I know she interrupted you, but I'm sure you're a little more dignified. Go ahead.
Judge, I beg you, please do not let this woman fool you. This woman is a drug dealer. She gets Percocets prescribed for her fake illnesses that she has. Okay, she sells these Percocets.
You are a liar.
She holds 4 back a month, so when she goes to the doctor, she has them in her system.
You are a liar.
She's a thief. For instance, I went to Walmart with this lady.
Because of her, I went out with the electric can opener.
Haircuts. We went to get our hair cut, and she put on this pity party to me. She didn't have no money to get hers cut, so I paid to get hers cut for her. She came back and got me after she did her shopping after her hair was cut. She said, "Are you ready to go?"
And I was in a hurry,
said, yes.
and I didn't even realize
we walked
I
out
had
of the
paid
store,
for that.
And I looked in her cart and said, "What did you get that stuff for?" And she said,
And she
"Oh my
looked at
God, I
me and
stole
laughed.
this."
Said,
And I
"Don't
said, "Do
take
you
it
want to go
back
back in?" And she says, "No, let's just go. I'm ready to go. I don't want to go back
you
in."
told me to go.
She's
Let's
a
go.
very,
Don't worry about it.
She's a very drama-systifying person.
You want to hear another thing?
She's very manipulative.
This is a good one.
She's very manipulative, sir.
Yes, I am.
She can't help herself with nothing.
Hold on. Ma'am, I just want to clear your reputation.
I'll clear it. You know what, Your Honor,
She said that you all went into a store
Walmart to get her hair cut.
and you forgot that you had things in your purse that you hadn't
I
paid
had purchased
for.
stuff before that, and I was in a
And
hurry to leave.
You were
they
in a
was
hurry.
And she's the one that told me
And
it
when
was
she
in there.
said, perhaps you should take it back,
She said no.
you
No,
said,
you told me no, you liar.
She said no.
how can she?
Look at the record.
Ma'am, but she can't tell you not to return things
Exactly.
But she-
exactly, Your Honor.
That's my point, but you're saying that's what occurred. You said the reason you didn't return the things is because she told you not to.
I know, and she's not my boss, and if she told me to walk off of a bridge, I wouldn't do it for her.
So why didn't
But-
you go back in the
Trash.
store?
Yeah,
Why
so
did you
why
listen?
didn't you take the things back in?
I did later.
She did not. I
So
promise.
how much later?
It was quite a while, but now.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You're fine. You're all right with me. Ma'am, we're
I
good.
got more evidence.
All right.
No.
Let them give their testimony now, ma'am. What else you want me to know?
Judge, she's very manipulative.
I heard you
She
say
loves. She's not even
You
with
might
her.
have a point there, because I like her.
She's not with her husband.
Thank you.
I
Your Honor.
like her.
I don't steal. I was brought up.
I'm what? You
Judge,
can return it
she's-
you can keep it as long as you want. Return it when you can.
Judge,
I'm with you. You return it when you can.
her and her ex-husband.
Anybody got time to be running in and out the store? What?
Her and her husband are separated, but she.
All right, I don't want any more gossip. Do you have anything to say, sir?
I just don't. I just want her to come and get her property because it's
We
costing
still
me
have
some
it.
money.
Are you
guys
dealing with
wouldn't let me
pushers?
get it the
No.
last time.
All right. Ma'am, tell me about your property. Tell me how they owe you for that. What happened?
On the 2nd, I gave her the $150.
When?
October 2nd.
All right, give me a little more background. October
Right
2nd,
here
you
you
gave them.
go.
October 2nd, you gave them $150.
Her.
Her?
She wrote me a receipt because I was not going to give it to her without a receipt.
I've only
she
seen
writes,
one receipt.
Shut up and let me talk.
And you only gave me a
You are low life. You're trash. I did not.
Okay.
Ma'am, no name calling. Don't call her trash.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Thank you. Don't do
Okay,
that.
she wrote out for rent. I said, Roxanne, it's not rent. It's to help you on the bills. And she jumped it up to $150. Okay, she sold my computer. My ex told me that day before yesterday.
Your computer's in my garage.
Ma'am, let's see it.
Anyway, this is the first receipt, and I knew it wasn't for rent. I lived there.
Okay.
You know,
so
I
rent
don't have
is
to lie
crossed
for
out.
nothing.
Someone crossed the word rent
She
out.
did because I told her I'm not
did.
taking it that way. No, I did.
Ma'am, just maintain your cool.
I
Judge,
will.
when I signed it, it said it had the.
All right, so what does it have to do with the property?
She told me, my daughter and I had called to see if we could come and get it, the rest of it. Oh, well, the landlord locked the door and we don't have a key to get in the garage, but all
That's
your
what they're
stuff's
telling
out
you.
in the garage. Yes, and they told my daughter that. And I called the police because they would not let me in. They had my power wheelchair. My hospital bed was in there.
You have a list of the items that they've withheld?
Yes. And I took some off because it was too much. I don't care. I just want to end it with them.
Okay. Have you all withheld her items?
Your Honor, I have called her every single day trying to get
No.
her
Bull.
belongings because I have to pay for my garage if I'm using it to my landlord, and none of our belongings are in the garage, only hers. So
That is a lie, Your Honor.
What do you have there, ma'am?
Oh, I want the voicemails played. There's 2 of them.
And what am I to listen for?
her mouth about my stuff and the money. And the other one,
Go ahead and play the voicemails. Have the voicemails played,
there's
please.
2 of them.
Look, answer your phone because I'm going to meet you somewhere. I'm not playing this game with you today.
For the money.
If I can't meet you today because you won't answer your phone, I will sell all that and I'm not playing. You better call me. Looks like I'm having a yard sale tonight.
I've never heard of a yard sale at night.
Well,
So, what I heard you say, ma'am, is that you're going to meet her somewhere, you're not going to play any games with her, and you'll sell all her stuff.
Your Honor.
And then, when she doesn't respond in a timely manner, I hear you saying, looks like there's going to be a yard sale tonight.
Right.
Your Honor.
I hope they
she
had
kept
life.
texting me, telling me she was going to meet me places, and when I would go there, she wouldn't be there.
She said this voicemail is related to you holding her items back for money.
Correct.
So, you're admitting to withholding her items for money. And then when she didn't answer in time, you threatened to sell them.
Not that
Then when she still didn't call you back immediately, you said, well, there's going to be a yard sale tonight.
No, Your Honor.
Here's my insulin. My daughter had
What's
to
the
call in.
$200 she owes you all? That's enough, ma'am.
For rent, sir.
I
How
don't
so?
owe them rent, but
What was the agreement on rent?
The agreement when she
wasn't.
moved in was for her to have her own space, so we gave her
How much?
$300 a month.
she did not ever
Okay.
tell me that.
And what did you accept the $150 for?
Partial payment when she first moved in until she got her other check.
No.
Now, I'm going to grant a judgment to the plaintiff for her items that you withheld. You can keep those items now. You can buy you some new ones.
Your Honor,
$4,787. I'll
Thank
even
you.
give you some rent. $200 for your rent.
Thank
All
you,
right?
sir. Now-
Everybody's happy.
Now, can I sleep in her bed tonight?
Hell
If you
no.
have it there,
Thank you.
you paid for it, so yes.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day. Judgment
Thank you.
for the plaintiff.
Bye, fat girl.